All right, everybody, I've been on a tangent of efficiency. So today's video is going to be 3 softwares that you need to run your small business in 2022. We're going to dive right into it. That's like the cheesiest YouTube intro I've ever made. These are things to take with a grain of salt. This is what I would consider the foundation of business. There's all kinds of caveats here and all kinds of things that you need to learn within this realm. But in order for you to start building a business, it's important to start at the bottom and work your way up. And I think that these three types of software, like I said, absolutely essential in doing so. Now, the type of industry you're in is irrelevant, in my opinion. These things are going to be necessary no matter what you're trying to build. If it's a career, if it's a business, it doesn't matter the industry, it doesn't matter the career. I have picked up tips and tricks from working in different jobs for different companies, and I have also picked up tips and tricks on these things owning my own businesses in different industries. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is a project management software. The fact that some people operate without a project management software, even in daily life, like a to-do list or a journal or a planner, something, blows my mind, because I have so many things that just constantly rattle around my head, and I have a lot of things outside of my head as well in my project management softwares. If all of that stuff was also in my head, I would probably have to jump off the roof. I'm sorry, that was dark, it was a joke. Now, there is tons of project management softwares out there. You have Project Manager, you have Monday, you have Todoist, you have Jira, you have all different kinds of things, right? So there's no shortage of different project management softwares to use. The one that I use, the one that we use, is ClickUp. Now, I've used ClickUp for about a year and a half. For people who know me, are probably sick of hearing about ClickUp because I love it so much. I talk about ClickUp all the time. Also, all of my employees probably don't like ClickUp anymore either, because everything is on ClickUp. All I do is talk about ClickUp. So I'm excited to share it to you all though. Now, ClickUp comes with an app that you can have on your phone. It also is great on the desktop, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing, ClickUp can be with you at all times, which is one of the reasons I really like it. The app is basically just as functional as it is on the computer, which is a beautiful thing if you're on the go, in the car, walking through an airport, and you need to do something on project management. It's where I jot down my to-do list personally. It's where I can assign tasks. It's where we can collaborate as a team. It's where we can set reminders. It's where we can have project management, project timelines, I should say. So it literally can do everything, and the breakdown is beautiful. To me, the best thing about it is the way that you can segment projects and dashboards. So you have spaces, which can be totally different companies. You know, that's the way that I work it. I have my own space, Hybrid has its own space, and then I have other spaces like a YouTube space. Within that, you can create different lists and folders to then further segment those main, I would say, ventures. And then within the folders, you can have projects, and within the projects, you can have to-do lists, and you can break those down by status. So it gets really, really complicated. I'm gonna say that you need a project management software, but you have to keep in mind this is something that is a learned skill. Setting up a project management software so that it's a good workflow between you and other people is an extremely difficult task. If you do decide that you want to try ClickUp or one of these other project management softwares, keep in mind that it's a process to put together. You can't use it one day and then decide that I don't get it or it's not helping me, so I'm not going to use it. No, you have to put it together. It's kind of like learning how to use Excel or even just a general calculator. If you don't know how to use the calculator, it's not going to help you solve the problem. But the second you learn how to use the calculator, you're going to be able to solve problems that you wouldn't have even had a shot doing without the calculator. And I kind of look at a project management software as that. It helps you get projects done that you would not have been able to complete if you didn't have a project management software. That's why I consider it probably the most essential thing to running a successful business or being successful in your career if you're working in a capacity where you have to manage a bunch of different projects. Just want to throw in there, I don't have any sort of financial incentive for these brands. I'm not affiliated with these companies. I'm just giving you my honest feedback about the programs and softwares that we use. Moving on to number 2, a CRM. Now, what is a CRM for? CRM stands for client relationship management or customer relationship management, contact relationship management, doesn't matter. It's a CRM. What that entails is basically a giant list of your contacts. Now, this is important. Why? This is for your network. A CRM is to build your network, but build it in a way to where you can manage it and keep track of it. If you just try to build a network in your head of somebody that owns a grocery store, somebody that owns a cafe or a restaurant and their contact information, I mean, good luck keeping track of that. Now, you could do that in a piece of paper. The problem is you're taking away an excellent feature of a CRM that's electronic, because you can turn that into a pipeline so you can actually track deals as you go through the progression of you need to reach out to them, to you reached out to them, to you need to follow up with them, to you're negotiating a deal. All of that gets extremely complicated if you don't have it in a system. We use ActiveCampaign. There are tons of different CRMs out there. You have Salesforce, you have HubSpot, you have MailChimp, you have Monday. Monday doubles over as a CRM as well, but there is something about ActiveCampaign that I really like. I don't know if it's just the visual, the workflow, the way that everything looks within the app. I didn't like HubSpot, the features, the function, any of that. Salesforce, really expensive. ActiveCampaign gives us just about everything we could ask for $70 a month. There's a couple things I would want to add, but if I do that, it still really doesn't even get close to what Salesforce costs if you want to set it up for a whole company. So like I said, the pipeline, that's something ActiveCampaign does a great job at. It has a whole deals tab, and within that, you can set up different pipelines. So let's say you're a coffee roaster. We're going to paint a scenario. You go up to Bob's Cafe and you walk in and you say, hey, Bob, we have some coffee. We think would be a really good fit for you. I know that you're using a current supplier, but if you're looking for a change, some different offerings, we think would be an awesome fit. Bob goes, well, it doesn't sound too bad, but follow up with me in a month. We got a really busy season going on. You go, okay, Bob, sounds good. The first thing you should do is take Bob and his contact information and what you talked about and what he said he'd be interested in, and you should put that into the CRM. So a month from now, when you set a task to remind you to reach back out to Bob, all that information is right there and you can pick back up exactly where you left off. A lot of people ask me about sales. How do I take sales and actually move them forward, get to the next level? You need a CRM. It's absolutely essential. And if you have a CRM, then a pipeline is going to work perfectly with that CRM for you to actually track the progress of different deals. That goes for grocers, restaurants, cafes, or if you're not in coffee, that goes for everything else. Working in real estate, I learned a lot about CRMs and pipeline management, but I've taken that and put it into this business, hybrid. It's helped immensely, and I did the same thing when it came to coffee. And the last thing, email marketing. Now, we use ActiveCampaign, again, for email marketing. So project management, ClickUp, CRM ActiveCampaign, plus pipeline, and then our email marketing is ActiveCampaign. I would highly suggest getting an email marketing service where you can also use SMS. That's just text message marketing. It's very common nowadays, so you're definitely gonna wanna make sure you have a service that uses that. There's, again, so many different softwares and programs that do that. We like ActiveCampaign because it's already our CRM, it's already our email marketing service, and so it also comes with the SMS, but you don't necessarily have to have an email marketing service that is also your CRM. You can have them separately. It all depends on you and the workflow you like. A lot of the programs that I mentioned, like MailChimp, like Salesforce, like HubSpot, I'm pretty sure come with, well, no, they definitely do come with that email marketing service. So if you find one that works for you for the CRM, try it out on the email marketing front. If that doesn't work for you, then find a different software that you like for the email marketing. It doesn't all have to be one program. Now, this is important because you have to get in touch with your clients. And again, if you have a certain platform that you use to send your emails through, it's really efficient when it comes to actually looking back at emails you've sent to people that are in your CRM and tracking those deal progresses that are in your pipeline. If everything's coming from the same email, you know where to go, and it also allows you to create great connectivity between what you're doing and then assigning tasks to yourself to follow up. So that email marketing service is really helpful, and you can also set up campaigns through it. ActiveCampaign is known for setting up campaigns. That's actually why we got it, and it's great at doing that. The automations you can set up through it, amazing. Again, I'm not sponsored by ActiveCampaign. I just really like the software, and after using a bunch of them, I really would love to see other people try it out just to see if it is also the right fit for you, because I know the struggle of using a CRM and an email marketing service that aren't necessarily great by themselves. They don't mesh well with each other. It's really painful, and I think fundamental to being successful in your venture. So it's something that you got to get right. So there you have it, folks. Those are the 3 essential softwares that you need when starting your own business and or trying to kickstart your career working for a company as an independent contractor, as a full-time employee, managing a team of sales personnel, anything of that nature. Now, for my selfish pitch, during consultations, I do talk about all of these different things. If you have questions on them, I also provide email templates and call scripts for anybody who is trying to really kickstart the sales. It's pretty hard to just dive into it if you don't have any previous experience. So instead of just having that hour consultation it being over, I do provide those things you get to keep with you. There's small little PDF booklets that you can use, again, time and time again, call scripts, email templates, and my sort of 2 cents on how you should use them, the right times, the right situations, et cetera, et cetera. So if you're interested, The website is down in the description. It's bvpventures.com. You can send me an email if you have questions. But that's a wrap for today's video, y'all. Hopefully that was quick. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you picked up a few things that you will go look into yourself. And I'll see you all in the next video.